Gold hit 3,000 last night. Not sure if you guys saw that, but we did in fact see gold for the first time ever trade above $3,000 an ounce. Very cool. Historic stuff. I mean, that is a huge move for gold here. Recently, but just in the last few years. I mean, gold has kept up with, the returns of the stock market, which is really impressive. You got to think, I mean, it's been a period of time where stocks have been phenomenal, and meanwhile, gold has actually done very, very well too. Here's going back from here's 2016 to now. If you've just sat holding gold during that time, like 2016, you bought some gold, you're looking at 155% return on investment on a super boring, stable metal. It's crazy. Now, the downside to gold is that it doesn't yield anything. If you buy certain stocks, they offer you dividends, so you get paid just to hold them. But who really cares when gold is moving like this, right? You got gold moving like that. Who cares you're getting dividends if the thing is just going up and up and up? I don't think it'll go up forever, but recently, we've been very bullish on the show on gold. Stand with the trade here. I did trail my stop loss yesterday. Took my stop from down at 28.25. I've moved it since up to the just below the lows of yesterday's price action, right? So pretty much started out yesterday and just exploded higher. Gold was able to break that 4-hour chart level of resistance that we kept talking about. You can see there it is, right? So we broke that resistance right here and no pullbacks, right? This can be very frustrating at times for the break and retest traders like myself. I mean, from a technical perspective, that is typically how I like to enter a trade. Technically, I did enter this trade from a break and retest. It was just on the daily chart, right? So this breakout retest, I went in on this and continued to hold the trade. I mean, for me, gold looks very, very attractive. On my system, the Edge Finder here, we've still got a very bullish reading, a +10 score. Very strong reading overall. That's telling me that most of my factors here, economic data, technical reads, sentiment reads, are pointing bullish for gold at this time. So I continue to really like the setup. I do think gold can keep going. A lot of times people will see a big move like this, and man, how many times have I repeated that on stream? A lot of people think when gold makes a big move, oh, it's got to come back down now. It's gone too far. It's stretched. It's overbought, right? Just to watch it do what it has done for the last several years. You could have pointed to a million different times where gold looked overbought. Meanwhile, it's having one of the best runs that we've had in decades, right? I mean, gold has not made this kind of move since back in the great financial crisis, pandemonium, right? That's the last time we got. I mean, this is sharper than that in some ways. Gold is absolutely ripping. Again, that's probably, in my time trading, the best performance I've ever seen for gold has been in the recent, 2-year period or so. Well, couple year period, going back to the pandemic, right? We had the pandemic sell off, every kind of assets across the board sold off, you can see, but gold recovered it very aggressively. Continues to be one of my favorite things, both long-term and short-term. Gold is one of my favorite things to trade, but also to hold long-term. That being said, for me, long-term, gold is probably not as attractive at this time. But if you get a larger pullback, metals can have ugly drawdowns and pullbacks just like everything else. Even in this up trajectory for gold, we've seen pullbacks. There's a 9% pullback. In 2022, you had a pretty good sized pullback with the inflation stuff, right? So from peak to trough here, you had a 22% pullback in the price of gold. Going back from here, was it any worse? Yeah, about 22%. So at 22% pullback, that's still better than the stock market. During that time, stock market was down about 28% peak to trough. So gold has just had really impressive performance. Again, the shiny metal just keeps winning overall. That being said, doesn't mean that it's impenetrable to selling and pullbacks and things like that. But for me personally, like I said, I've been long on gold here for the last week and a half or so. My stop is below that kind of big shoot to the upside that we saw yesterday. So if we come back and fail at this area, in fact, I actually may look to, if we get a nice closure today, I'm probably going to just go ahead and move my stop up just behind this market structure here, the previous all-time high, 29.50 or so. But I mean, this morning we were trading the 3,000s. We may do a little bit of a 3,000 pullback continuation. That would be my opinion. Just because something is overbought does not mean that it cannot get more overbought, right? But I wouldn't be surprised if we saw gold do one of these guys, pullback and continuation. If you'd like to see more of our free daily chart of the days, make sure to join our Telegram channel if you have not already joined. And if you are already in the Telegram channel, make sure to hit that thumbs up button to support our work. Also, quick reminder that if you're looking for free tools and free education in the trading space, head over to a1trading.com. You can check out our free technical, fundamental courses and much more.